welcome back to the old channel. I've been pretty busy at work and I haven't gotten to this thing. Last videos I put the oil pump on and I was working on my bike behind me and I was gonna make an update video, just talk and all that I said screw it, you guys don't care. Check back all my other videos. I got playlists, ride, tons of shorts, how-to type videos for dummies. I got it all. Just go back, check them out. If I don't put a video out, I got tons of other ones. Anyways, I'm back on the Shovelhead here. I'm gonna try to button this all up right now. And it's raining for the next few days, so not pressured to ride it or anything. As far as the pump goes, I got oil to the pump. It's coming out of the cam chest. I buttoned the cam chest up. My next worry was that the oil's not coming down from the top end into the lifter area. And I confirmed that it's pumping out. So the top end's good. So now I'm gonna put these in. And I got new gaskets and I got the right ones. The ones that were on it before were right. That was another thing, sorry about the lighting. I just bought lights. They're coming in the mail today. So my videos should be a little bit better with the lighting. So bear with me. I got the right ones supposedly. These ones are pretty nice, so it sucks that I kind of botched them. And then I got new tubes to go on top. Newer style ones. This is a newer style motor. And I had old style, the flat ones. So that should seal all that. Once I get those on there and the cam chest is all sealed up, I can confirm or start to confirm that oil's pumping out of the motor. I'm just gonna time lapse this. You'll see me put it together. I'll stop whenever I feel like I need to talk about something. Otherwise, let's get this thing put together. All right, before I jump into this, I purchased basically 2 of each of these gaskets. One goes on one side and one goes on the other. I cannot remember, but I think this one is basically a regular gasket and this one is, I'll put what it is here, but I think it's a Fomet, F-O-M-E-T type. It's definitely looks and feels different, but what I was making sure of was that my gaskets had these holes in them so that the oil from the top end bleeds out and comes out this hole right here in to the tappet area. So I got the right gasket and you got to monkey them around and there you go, it fits. That's what I'm doing here. Just a little heads up, make sure your gaskets are different or right. I think if you have hydraulic, the oil comes from the bottom, so you want to plug these up and the oil just goes into the case instead of making oil go in to the lifter blocks, which is kind of confusing because it's like hot oil coming into your lifter blocks. All right, so I tightened those down, did it by hand. I don't have a small torque wrench for that size, and I want to put a big one on there. It's just soft material, the case is aluminum, just do it by hand, you'll be fine. So these are the old push rod tubes I had on there. These are the older style. Notice the bottom's flat, hopefully you can see that, and the top's belled out. Well, I bought the new set. The new ones have these with a recess in them. I don't really know what that's called, but it's got a little hat type and it's got the bell on the bottom. So yeah, the new one has like a X O-ring type that goes on the bottom on that hat. So that should seal really good. The old style is a flat style washer, pretty thick. These are dang near new, so I don't know why they would be scorched, but this just pushes down on it. That's all that seals it. I'm gonna put those on there, and it's an upgrade. That's the newer style one. I don't know why it's got the old style on it. I'm sure somebody just had them laying around. This motor's been rebuilt before my time, so let's get to putting these bad boys on there. So when you're putting these in here, I'm not going to do a how-to. I'm just going to talk about it. There's a lot of videos out there. Look it up. But what I do is I basically do one side or the other. I'll start on this side, but when I put these in, I'll make sure this one in particular has the longest push rod. And then I think this is the second longest, and these two are the same. But for mine, 1, 2, 3 are the same, and then I just have one extra long one here. But anyways, I got these dialed in, got the tubes buttoned up. So now I'm on these ones. So what I normally do is I make sure I can twist and turn this one. Make sure like that one's kind of rocking a little bit, which is probably fine. But I just go through the cycle, just make sure it's all good. Make sure I didn't do it on the wrong stroke. That one's good. I'll button it up, call it a day. And then I'll check this one, same thing. Mainly you want to look for up and down play. They'll twist around perfectly with no. And then I'll check the bottom nut too. Make sure I cranked it down. Sometimes I get a little antsy-pantsy and forget. Make sure that gasket's down in there. That's it, just make sure they spin when they're all the way down. Just make sure it's not tight. You don't want to make them over tighten. And then when it's up, obviously you don't want it to spin either. That could cause a whole nother mess. All right, got them in there. These are longer than stock, and I want to say these might be just a tad longer. So doubling down on how tight this is, this thing's really tight. These ones over here look like they're about to pop right off, but I mean, I can't even do it with my hand. So hopefully that's good. Hopefully that doesn't kick my ass when I'm ripping around. I'll always be paranoid, but that's building bikes. You never know until it breaks. I got these put together. It's airtight now with the oil. So let's try to pump some oil and get the air bubbles out of the pump and see if it'll feed oil to the bag. If that's the case, or gravy, this thing will run tits. If that's all dialed up, I'll be able to clean this crap off I keep putting on there for my exhaust, get my exhaust dialed in, time this thing. I'll try to get someone over here to help me time it. We'll be on the road, boys. And then another thing is I need to look up and see if I need to clog this or unclog it or what. I can never remember. These knockoffs are made different, so that's another video. So let's get pumping some oil. All right, so I got the feed going into the pump, which it already was squirting out of the case. So I put the cam cover on. And my next question was oil coming out of the tappet hole. That's good. I primed everything, so everything's squirting oil into the motor. My whole problem is nothing's coming out. So hopefully it's not airlocked. I put oil in the return and did all the things. So hopefully this won't take 50 kicks to get the air out. But we want to see oil come out of this. So I'm gonna push it over slowly and just try to get it going. So here I am, taking my sweet time. Okay, it's hard to see, but I got a shore hose, and you can see there was a bubble on there. But I got the oil. Let's see if I can get it to spurt some oil. I'm starting to make a hell of a mess. So I'm going slow, watching the air bubbles come out. See, there's a bubble right there. Boop. So I'm kind of just kicking it, letting the air come out, letting it go to the top there, and it's kind of feeding back down. A lot of air bubbles. Kind of frustrating. See that? I don't know why. This is why you need a gray beard. Old man has done this 1,000 times. See that? It's just pushing out air. Alright, so I hooked the return to the oil filter, and so this is the line coming up, and took me a while it pumps, but it's starting to come out. You see that? So that's really what I'm trying to get at. I would assume that's pretty good. So I'm going to hook this up into the bag and call that hooked up. Woo! Alright, I'm going to call that good for today. Oil seems to be pushing through. I can't get really a steady pulse because I'm not really kicking it that hard. This is the times when you really wish you had a starter. Anyways, oil's pumping through fully. I got new tubes on there. Nothing's leaking out of the blocks like it was before. Resealed the oil line going to the top of the block because it was leaking too, so I put some new goop in there. And off camera, I'm going to reroute my oil lines, make sure they're all good. There's a couple little things I need to move or tweak. One line I need to get a new one because it's looking pretty big. I just need to make everything nice and tight. Get some more oil. And then I gotta wash this thing off because I got soapy water all over the motor and all that, and just oil everywhere. So once I get the pipes on there, I'm gonna hose her down, clean it off. It's got degreaser all over it, so it's probably gonna be sparkling clean. And I'll put the timing plate in there and the points, retime the bike, and fire it up and see if it pushes oil through. I'll take it off from the bag. Hopefully it'll push. If it pushes oil, it runs. And then I just gotta get it timed right. That's the last thing I gotta do. I'm gonna try to have someone come over and help me time it because it's a little easier that way. I want this thing to run tits. It's always scary retiming every time because my backfire when you're kicking it. That's what I hate the most. But grow a pair of nuts and figure it out. Like, subscribe, comment. Sorry I keep fixing this thing, but we're gonna ride it soon because guess what? It's starting to rain, so we gotta get some more miles in. Go out and ride your bike. See ya.